Good evening. Welcome back for those coming back and those on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. Tonight we're on our way to get some more Final Fantasy on the way. We got to finish up a book for Chloe. Up for Chloe. So, without further bits and bops, I think we should get over to it pretty quickly because who wants to hang out here? Now, as per for normal, we left ourselves with two things. We need either Alliance raids or First Walk or the high-level dungeons. So I'm saying we should hit the raids first. What's the average time? 7 minutes like this? Or 5 minutes with the healer. Healing's fine. Yahoo! Will that be out soon? No. No, there's a new event on the horizonable. There is? They're bringing back the, bricks in the mountains. Chance to get some stuff, such as the slime crown, golem miniature, Talos miniature, as we know it. Ooh, yes. Yes, apparently it'll kick off and then run for a certain amount in July. It was laggy in chunks for a moment. What it was about? Well, what we can do is I can zip out to the aisle. I think that's a nice, easy way to handle things. Something major must be doing up on the upstairs. I think so. In which case, if that's the case, then what I'll also then need to do is lumps of wood. Nope, we're going first walk. Alright, we can do that. We can do that. Three out of 6 healers, 1 out of 3 tanks. Every DPS has showed up already. Oops, one of the healers has just earned themselves a long trip around. Like, no! Too bad, it'll happen quick. Well, it will. Because we still have 4 out of 6 healers on the same line. 1 out of 3 tanks? Yep. $8.15, 3 out of 3, 4 out of 6. Maybe I can get here in time. It's not quite the right noise. But why? Oh, you can pick up your tokens. Yes. That gives us 7 boxes to open while we're waiting. Wildflower bed, huh? And garden fence for a white picket fence. Nice. Pastel green. I like it. Straw bed. There it is. So you don't need anything from the first walk? Nope. But you will greed the loot on the way through? I will greed the loot on the way through. Come on. 3 out of 3, 15 out of 15. Just one healer needs to push the button. Come on, there we go. So, which team am I in, and where am I? B team, and I'm with another healer. And they are using... Eos. Okay, Eos and Celine once again together again. Yahoo! There's a Thalia and a Thalin. Sweet. You find that very amusing? I do find that very amusing. Not quite as funny as Oolong Tea, though. Or better yet, Guantanamo Bay. Early trash shouldn't be too much of an issue. Throw a shield out.
Careful!
1, 2,
that
3.
girl is stronger than she looks.
Okay, I want to put Krish on a focus with my friend here. Mm-hmm.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich? Here we go! Wait for it! Wait for it!
Super.
Damn! Is that all you've got? Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it!
2, 3, 2, or 2, 3. No, out here.
Damn! Nullifying drop kick to your fat head! Altana, give me strength! By the light of the dawn! Not bad! Not bad at
Always
all!
gonna be a decent distance. Where is she?
Oh, we're just getting started! Wait for it! Wait for it!
It's a 2.
Auroral uppercut! Behold, the blessed power of Altana!
It's near, then far. Oh, everyone's on point. Let's see, there those.
You ready for this?
You're not. An unfortunate trick.
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
13327.
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first... The only way out is forward.
So this is better. This is better.
A forest, huh?
But I didn't have to decide if I want to do the other raid or if I want to do the 90 dungeon.
Go. We'll look after the girl.
Probably actually want to do the other 90 raid, to be honest. Like throwing that off? I do.
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral?
Too long catching up. That's okay.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
That worked out quite well. They used their Whispering Dawn and I used the shield.
A dragon? But surely it's no match for you.
Doing the flame thing. Oh, my friend Tails White. Good.
Teleportation magic! Oh, brace yourselves!
Steel healers down. Alright, they can walk.
Aye, so where are we now? And what are these
I would have taken
floating ruins?
just gotten up the other way versus get up this way. I know. I could greed on that, and if no one really cares about it, I could get it and then maybe sell the other bits for it. Maybe. Excitation on them. Well, excitation is basically a tank buff anyway, think about it. Effects of this restoring hit points on falls to 50% or below. Upon this, it's 800. Alright. So, you throw it on the target before the target needs it. And it goes off right when the target needs it, if they get heavily hurt. Right? Oh yeah, fair enough. I do wonder if they're going to reduce the casting time on some of these 120s that have nothing to do with damage boosts. Expedient becomes like every 60 seconds. That'd be bloody awesome in my books. How would they shrink this? No, there's a good call. How would you shrink the healer's stuff? Healers are always going to have the biggest pile.
5 of them! This should be interesting.
That's my target.
You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you. You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Rage cleaves.
Cowardice dismembers.
Got a shield.
You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
Shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Mon-Thurs! Be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
Nicely.
Well fought. Wuklamat chose her companions well.
Got a good team going tonight. Oh yeah. Got a very good team going.
Our next destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Why only you?
Okay, so we have at least 2 CS.
I cannot die! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world! Before my might! Frail mortals! I will tear your flesh and crush your bones! Of hatred! Oh, how they burn! There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash! Let the fires ride and rage! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny! The darkness within me shall devour you all! This insult! I will scour it away with your blood!
I don't need more uses.
Give up your painful strivings! Give in to the darkness of oblivion!
Yeah, that could be good.
Your funeral dirge has begun! its mournful notes sing of your demise! Wretched filth, return to the feculent soil that birthed you! Of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Gonna drop that in there. That, this, that's that. Good work. Lucia. Love the fact that the people who get it, like, oh yeah, LFL names are onomatopoeic. We have a wondrous little one here. Dun, dun, dun. So we got that. We do have that. We load back to the island sanctuary? Absolutely. Okay. Means I will take off the first block, then hit join for the remaining 3 of these guys. Maybe Shiba. Alright, I need to find out what this, and this. These can just be bendable. Bendable. Back to Limsa. You do miss being able just to hit this button outside of combat. Oh yeah. The only thing I can think of why they took that out would be to speed up a fight. Right? I'm sure you would hit the odd group who would basically puddle stop. You know, oh no, we've got 45 seconds before that fully recharges. Let's just stop here and basically let the summoners and healers recharge their thing. Meanwhile, lilies don't recharge. I don't know if sage ones charge outside of combat. Been a while. Crap, really? Okay, that makes more sense. These are just the people who haven't bothered selling it. Let's put it up for 5-5. I'm gonna say that's just ridiculous. Farmer straw bed. What? Yeah. Think so. Yeah, I was gonna say. You could sell it for much higher. I could not. Looks like it floats around about 5,000, 6,000, so 6.5. That's what we're going to store. Nice. I know. I gotta go through all the crafty materials that I have stashed on all my characters, as well as any armors or anything else like that. Second there, I thought he was holding a guitar. It's a scythe. Like, it's a badass look for... The badass look for it. Look at him, like, flaming axe. It's like, yeah. Well, not about to see about that. So there'll be a bunch of people running the Fates. Yeah. In good old, Norsica, Gridania, and Ul'dah regions. Oh yeah. It would be a very happy group running those in the upcoming days. Okay. It looks like that's going to run for most of the month. So we'll get about 3 weeks of that. Kicking off probably tomorrow when everything goes down for restart of most things. Got a whole pile of stuff, didn't you? Yes, I did. I don't like any of it. Alright, so it's just the DPS that's slack. That's okay. People love this. This comes from, of course, the ones we're going into now. Really? One of the three does it. Ooh. Okay. Once people see it, this was like, yes. Oh, it's a DPS that drops, so that should pay pretty quick. You think? Mm-hmm. I do. I think it'll pop fairly quickly. And you'll do the same thing? Yep. What if Feo becomes your new sort of pixie fairy? I wouldn't have an issue with it. I know a bunch of people are like, no, that's not fair, but you all had to go through the same spot. Yeah, which is why it works. Oh. Right? You know. Technically, I have a funny feeling they're going to make the binding coils actually mandatory. They are? I have a funny feeling they are. There'll be a rework on them, don't worry. But I have a funny feeling these will be made mandatory. And they'll be reworked. So they're not as, well, not as vicious as they are. Because they're technically, I know they've got Savage here, but they're pretty close to being that as they are. Alright, so this will get reworked. This will get reworked. I suspect these are being reworked. Okay, because this set of squat bit here basically is the wrap-up from Final Fantasy 1.0 for 2 to 2.0. This concludes that wrap-up. Right? And it also basically helps explain Phoenix. Does? It does. Right? Because you get Phoenix because of the Fields of Cartno, because that's where Phoenix basically showed up and dealt with Bahamut. Like, oh, okay. Really? Yeah. You know, so you are, of course, pulling out Phoenix based on your belief of what Phoenix looks like, because your aspect basically helps influence the appearance thereof. Right? You know, that's why you have Solar Bahamut, which is basically Hydaelyn's effect on, or a closeness to Hydaelyn tying to that. So what will happen is Bahamut will stay Bahamut, Phoenix will stay Phoenix, and Solar Bahamut will eventually become Hydaelyn. Full, I think. Oh, does that mean they'll also get Zodiark? In theorem, yes. But I don't think so. Right? Zodiark's ether's not exactly what you want to bathe in. You've already technically got Behemoth. Bahamut. So you'll get... So Solar Bahamut will eventually become Hydaelyn full. Yep. The Fae will eventually... Right, Seraphism. I think they'll actually change Seraph and Seraphism. Not what they do, but what they're called. And maybe their effects. So this... won't be sort of a white little fairy pixie thing. Alright, it'll be this look, but it'll be with pixie wings. And it'll be called... Probably just lose the PH and just call her Sarah. Right? Which, of course, is a play. If anyone does Magic the Gathering knows Sarah Angel is a thing. Like, ah! So she'll get more detail to fit in with Eos and this. You know, Eos and Selene, she'll get more color like that. Instead of being just as blurry white as she is, in my opinion. And they'll just lose the pH off of there. And might lose the fairy wings off of this and give it instead... instead give you pixie wings instead, and change its name, because that way you're staying with fairies and pixies and fae the whole way through, instead of this sort of change to angel wings, which I suspect was because it showed up at 80 and then they sort of like and the way they've sort of changed direction. Okay, and I see White Mage probably picking up more angelic elements to it. Astrologian going deeper into stellar phenomena, and Sage picking up greater and greater shields. Yeah, right, that's what I see. And as for these, I can see the 180 on this dropping. I can see the 120 on that dropping. Because this is like, drops right in that black part where the enemy does huge amounts of damage. Right, so you can drop an absolute mountain of hit points. Right after the boss sort of does this massive stompy AoE or thing, you can hit this, emergency tactics that, emergency tactics this, and basically heal this whole team up really quickly. This is your speed heal everyone up. I don't think they'll drop that. But like I said, graphically they'll probably change, and maybe name-wise they'll change. Dissipation. I don't see a problem with that skill. Energy drain. I can see this changing. Right? It doesn't do enough damage to really make reason to constantly flip between these two. And this is at 180 seconds, and this is at 60. This is a oh crap button like this is. It's something you would hit at lower level to basically spam these to basically go up, but you can't spam these because that's on this one you can, that one you can't, that one you can't, that one you can't. So the only thing you can spam is this and this. So I can definitely see some timer changes coming for a lot of spells with the... This, what was it? Yeah, when you sort of went on that 2-minute timer routine. So every 2 minutes, basically, we get a window where we can just damage and don't have to worry about healing or anything else. And then the boss does his sort of about 10-20 seconds after that window has been there. Then everyone's into the slow pace of doing damage or reduced damage, and then the enemy does more boom damage and all the rest of it. And the healer's job is to basically keep everyone alive till the next sort of window. And the heaviest damage the boss does is just before the window opens, type thing. You get that sort of very predictable pattern. By the sound of it, with Evercold, they want to change that pattern, so they're going to be taking out like this. This thing's 120 will be changed, right? So we might lose change stratagem, but we'll keep the ability that's underneath it that does that. Okay, so these all came in. These all came in roughly Heaven's Ward, Stormblood. Right? That's where they came in, and they kind of gave us sort of that whole pattern fight after that. So fights prior to Heaven's Ward feel sort of awkward and hectic in times, because there's no... The boss can do anything, anytime. Then once these abilities came in, fights become much more systematic for when they do things. Now I'm just talking about just general DPS, but not so much formulaic. That stuff still always stays. Okay. It's just more meh. Right? You have a definitive period where you can look down at your keyboard and don't have to worry about it. Right? Yeah. Okay, so you can see that change. I see that change. Yes. So I honestly don't see any difference in the standard case. All healers are going to have their damage over time effect. Their instant cast, their direct cast, and their AoE cast. Right? Okay, yeah, fair enough, right? I see that being the standard. May lose our DPS over time as a general thing, though. Right? I have a funny feeling they'll actually drop the DPS over time for everyone. So Biosis, Bio will basically disappear. Well, I have a funny feeling it will. Right? Summoner was the canary in the coal mine, so to speak. The biggest problem with these isn't that they do damage over time, it's that... Well, damage over time spells, if they're spammed, it's a waste of mana. And if you miss the window, it's a waste of damage potential. If you're busy healing, you're not going to basically race over to hit this button. Just because you're not looking at the boss, you haven't realized it's come off the boss. Right. Yeah. Right? Unless you've got them tagged so you can see them and you're always watching them type thing. That's why you focus targets, so you can just make sure your damage is up all the time. I don't see that happening. New. New, I do not. So, because that's and that was the problem with trying to keep damage up with Summoner. Yes, a good Summoner could keep that up all the time. Love the hat. But, you can't predict for it. If you want to make the fights more difficult, you have to have a much more solid form of damage. It's the right way to say that. Right? So, dots are one of those not easy ways to guess this. You know what I mean? Right? I might as well just play mini cackpot while we're waiting. We know it's gonna pop when I get a good chance of getting a good prize. Yay! Okay, this way or that way? Ah, neither. That said, it is the top prize on the ticket. Nice. That was the top prize. That certainly wasn't. But it's not the bottom prize, so I'm feeling okay. Ah. Well, that's just disappointing. So, top prize. Cool. I can live with that. So, oops, I forgot. Those aren't repaired. Those are still greens. Over repair, please. Now they're 186s. Nice. Good reason to do it anyway. You'll be augmenting this stuff now. Yep. Starting with the body and pants, because those are the biggest two hits. Alright. What will happen afterwards? Well, what will happen afterwards is once the Evercold hits, I will race off to Solution 9. And for my top 5 jobs, I will make sure I have augmented everything here and the best relic weapon for all 5 of those. Okay. And I already have all this stuff handled. The rest of it can just basically get dragged along. Right, so we'll do all the quests, then run back and do the role quests, and this, that, or the other as we go along. I like doing the role quests all at once, I will admit. It's sort of more fun. It's easier to follow the story. You know, my opinion. You know, you're not trying to guess what each thing is. Holy moly, this is taking forever. Alright, then. Let's go with this, Ether front. Why not dead ends? I'll do it as a tank. There we go. For Chloe, 20 minutes of standing around yappering. Not that I mind yappering, but get to doing. Right? I'm not planning, I'm not designing, I'm not figuring stuff out, I'm not... There's my... Okay, we have Sage, Reaper, and a Dancer. Dancer's waiting for the Reaper to put the bonus, critical bonus on them, that's fair enough. Draw 2 piles. Is that the way we do it? Yep. The system's very easy to figure out. So it's 1, 2, and then he runs to the next group. Good spot for That's the one thing I do enjoy about having the berry along. You get to basically auto-heal everyone back up to full easy between fights. There it is, free back. Some people might say, you're not doing it right. Whenever I do sucks. I don't care. It works, the report can't be that wrong. You got a shield healer, you don't throw up your shield off. Good night, sweet friends. Yahoo! They make a PvP tank kind of game. Like this? No. Right? I mean, yes you can, but no you couldn't. You have to have a reason to actually be correct. There lies the problem. NPC creatures, you can always just say, hey, this guy's the guy you gotta punch. Players... players tend to be a little smarter about who they're going to actually target. That guy with all that ridiculous armor can't really hurt. Yeah, not yet. Right? Oh, yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, you'd have to be someone who's really hard to put down, has ridiculous damage, and this, like a real modern day battle tank. Right? I think the only game that ever got it relatively right would be PlanetSide 2 with the max units. Right? heavy armored things that basically stomp across the battlefield, killing everything in their way. Being an absolute menace and require focus fire to bring down. Like, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. A lot of patchwork here, don't I? Yep. All for the loot. Absolutely. We do it for the money. And for the good. Mostly the money. We don't mind. If you want it, roll on it. No, don't. It's another oversized thing that I'm going to dump anyway. Would you ever be a mage that wears robes? Not if I could afford it, no. Very well. Alright. Moment of truth? Moment of truth. Alright, so we did these two, and I gave up on them. So, first walk. Oh, I was in the wrong spot. I wasn't even in the right spot either. Aw, Plute. Ah. I wonder which ones of these it was. I wonder which ones of those it was. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Disappointment is life. Every guy should learn when you get kicked in the balls. When you think it's over, someone's going to do it again. There's no victory. No. There's only pain to be suffered in different forms. Exactly. So, let's go give that book over. Indeed. It's cheaper to teleport from here than it is Ulda. Just kind of weird. Well, I guess not. I mean, guess not. Well, here's Thanalan. Ulda is sort of on this side here. Vesper Bay's over here. This, of course, you have like central where it is. Then you got Vesper Bay and Horizon on one side above and over here, and then it connects to Mordona. Idleshire's up here. Mordona's nice because it's the central point that all these would pour into, and then we go into Corinthans and then back to Mordona to finish. You do. Your track was basically here, open all this up, then to here, and then up to here, with some side here and here. And then back again. Then we went basically into, you know, we fled from here, through here, up into here, and out to here. Okay, and then this. So, then we basically skipped all the way over to here. Do all this. Burn. And it's sandworms and whatnot. Okay, that's the city of Rabanaster. Yep. Was the raid at the time. Get higher quality res on this thing so I can zoom in better. This, the South Sea Isles, we explored in the rest. Presidia is where the dragons are. I have a funny feeling this will be, because we've got technically 5 expansions, including Dawn Trail, to do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major zones to sort of merge politely. Stop the sudden smack that kills everyone. Right? To stop the recoil that kills everyone, it's going to require us to do it. But with 6 units of areas, it'll basically be probably 2 to 3 episodes dealing with the Winterers, and then trying to actually solve the problem. Alright. I have that full up, pretty sure. Trying to see, yeah. Well, no, I don't. But I can get 15 from this, not a problem. Let's say that, and let's say this. Hooray! Okay, so we got that. Load up the Roulettes for at least a minimum 15. Hey, perfect. Just a raid. Oh, there we go. Didn't even get enchants. There we go again. Oh, sweet.
Upswing, calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping.
We got a new tank on the list. All right. Dark is happy. Bolus. Master Wisdom.
Out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in. I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one
Small karma.
light it up. Everything
Are they small? Nice.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him one more,
Get
champion.
them our tag. That's cool.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lidward? His arm is slowing out. Ooh, that's disgusting. Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
EPS class would be the easiest ones to crunch down. I don't believe EPS have like a...
Another attack evaded with a
burned
bomb.
into one or two buttons. It's the AoE combo and the single target. Okay, so they'll get really easy.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Then optimum. Oh yeah. You want optimum cycle. That's
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
it will be. It'll be the two. Right? That'll be the legacy.
Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
second. He does a bunch of other attacks. People run in and out of the doorway. You really want to spread out.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance! And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide? What fighting spirit! Oh, even I felt that. Can't afford to be careless now.
Good. Oh, good.
And they're down. Can they recover from this? Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
You gotta read between the jump between 1 and 2, my friend.
The battle is decided! Victory goes to the champion!
Just because he's down doesn't mean he ain't gonna get
Could the
spelled.
Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
Just don't stand in the middle, you'll be fine. That was a fight in a bit. That's my small karma. He needs a boost. There you go. Alright. Pass. 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 Need. How much of that are you gonna get? Yeah. I have no idea. Find out. Didn't get that, didn't get that. Don't care about the next two. It's a no, definitely a no, definitely a no, and nothing. Perfect. You don't care? Nah. It'll happen again. Right, won't be the first time I get nothing, won't be the last time. That's the point of grinding. Right. You got everything you were looking for every time you were going, full up. Some people say that people wouldn't keep doing it. There's a degree of that, I believe. For some people, it's the acquisition of stuff that they want. Right? So, for them, it's less about playing the game because for them, getting geared out is the end game for them. Right? Other people, it's fashion. Other people, it's decorating a house. People like me, I just play because I like to play. There's no right, no wrong, nothing. My teleport. I lost it. So when you get that, you know, some games focus so heavily on the grind, because that's how they decided to work the monetization, right? They expect, okay, it's going to take this long for this many people to get through this. Oh, I see the twins are at it again. This time with fairy wings and griffin tops. Really? Yeah, they do. You gotta remember, there's a large number of dungeons that don't give you anything as well. Right? It's like, oh no! Well, to most people, nothing useful. Right? Technically, I don't need those things, but I roll need on them because otherwise I get zip. And then after, once the next raid or next set of loot comes available, those dungeons basically... You're trying to get out before someone cracks the boxes because you just wind up with all the tokens in your inventory. It's like, no, get away, I don't want it. Right? Oh, I see what you mean. Like why I like just to crack the boxes and run in when I'm doing a lower level raid. Not because it's like, oh, hey, I want this stuff. It's because I'm filling your inventory full of stuff. Joy. So you'll be losing these sleeves again? Yeah. So, come ever cold. I'll go back to being without the sleeves or gloves on. Might come up with a glove that I hold the book with. One of those half gloves type things where you got like one glove on one hand. Hello, Ifrit. I'm gonna set on fire. Your range. Stay at range. Succumb to the inferno. Hussar. Fritz Hussar. And there's different ones for each of the crags, for each of the bosses. There is. Ugh. I need a watch. Oh, we're on a boat. Nice hat. What is that? That's on our guy. What's your hat, dude? Just the augmented bygone Brax cap of pain. Alright, I might have to look at that. Look what you're doing. Just checking the hat. Nice nice hat. Dead bird. Fight's very reminiscent of last Roulettes. Like we're on a rover. Now we're on a boat. If I remember rightly, 1.0 and the Lymphs Elemensis start, you had to fight off a bunch of sea creatures, and then Leviathan jumps over the boat. That's the way, or they alter those. It's been a long time. I don't remember it. From 2.0 start. You did 2.0 start? Mm-hmm. No, I am specifically stayed with his face because I did it wrong and stuff. Noodles going to fly by with their instruments and say, look, that's such a dumbass. Perfect. This moment I realized my character will look really stupid. Yep. Take the line from Apocalypse Now. Always stay on the boat. Never get out of the boat. Remember rightly, they got off the boat to look for bananas, coconuts, and other fruits. And they ran into tiger. One guy spotted the tiger and got everyone running. Didn't quite express what it was they faced. Funny. That movie definitely needs this. those people. Fast enough. Anyway, not fast enough. I still have shield. Oh, and I took damage. Oh, then technically put shield up after. An anti-eater. Means all the buttons that I think are going to merge are going to merge with here for the advanced version. It means I can set up some really nice macros, such as target tank cast in Kindle on. Cast third ability on, you know, I set up a macro above here where I can go cast on tank. You blue bastard. There can be only one. Damn you. apart to AoE. Really? Yeah. It's the only boss fight I really ever questioned. Like, why can't we just, like, run past him? I don't know why he's much of a threat. It's like, you don't have any sneak, damn it. Short shorts. I can actually keep those. Should be going to, if all things are perfect, if I'm right, we have an earth world to go to, fire world to go to. Otherwise it'll be windy worlds. Eventually, like, Dark World. Start the fight without the healer. I'm just staying way back here. I ain't so foolish to be in the middle of the room. We can get it. Realize you have right. The same outfit you can get Stola to wear. It is. Which is great. It hasn't be asked to get round to grinding for it. I started, then I got top level, and then I stopped. Okay, I'm gonna go double check the conditions. Darials. We broadcast from the basement. Broadcast from the basement? Absolutely. That way, if a tornado goes overhead, I don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to do a be right back. I'll leave you with a little bit of side music while I go verify what the Potaloo is going on up there. I'll be back after not these messages. Alright, that's an easy fix. That is an easy fix. Just the stormy weather was building up out there, and I was just like, I better deal with that quickly. Better deal with that quickly? Better deal with that quickly. So, that was easy enough. Well, that was not bad. No, no it isn't. So we got our full currency. Yay! So I'll just do one of these. Do one of these. You could also do a PvP. We could. What do I mean? Well, oops, not there. Trust. Right, it's found under the duty, and it's found under trust. This third glamour here, right, comes out this. So we have glamour 1, glamour 2. So as her sorceress look, back when she was doing up as just a conjurer. You know, this, and of course this one, if you hadn't paid attention, is a lot less. Each of them have their own 1, 2, 3s, if you will. Except Kryl. Ooh, nice. That sold well. So what you get up to? Sort of got to doing that one. Skynope Sedete and Swak Zormar. So you got to here, and you got sort of this couple. So these ones here you have to do in mass. Yeah. Vanguard's not so... Which, you know, maybe pushing this off stream wouldn't be such a thing, because then I can get all the Vanguard elements I'm missing that I want. Yeah. And then, of course, you have duty support, which is what they brought in as well. Yay! Of course, the Realm Reborn didn't have this. Not that it was hard to find people. But also, we got our squadrons. And our squadrons were what we would take out to these for doing Zatasha, Tamtara, Copperbell, all these. Alright, so you had to do all these with our squadrons. Ah. Right. That's the other part of the squadron. I'll just head over and I'll demonstrate. Right? And then they brought in duty supports, which are smarter than the squadron, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that we'd get our squadron to be able to help us out. That would have actually made them even more useful, shall I say. But not everyone had the squadron, so everyone has access to duty trust. Right? It's an optional section of stuff. Ace seals go up in rank, eventually get enough rank to get your squadron on your side. 8 individuals you can choose the classes for. That's what, if I grab this, that's what command missions are. Right? Command duty, put a 4-man unit, yourself and 3 soldiers in a 4-ray instance dungeon. 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS. A free will, respond to the situation demands, can be in order to guide their actions. Engage, disengage, execute limit break. Issued via this. Attack the enemy this. So they have updated their thing. Before it was basically, they worked like the pets. You had to place them and not. Break off and regroup near you. Face with the order, re-engage. That's by issuing engage or re-engage order. Perform level 1 limit break. 2 bars full, only 1 bar will be consumed. Orders from this. All right. Actions and traits, and I'm looking for orders. They are. So these are the same thing. Squadron. Late order hotbox. Engage, disengage, re-engage, execute. So these two stock over each other, and these have basically these two. You're gonna have to take them out into another run again. I will. But the trick is command missions only went up to 60. Really? Mm-hmm. Basically, they're a Realm Reborn and they're Heaven's War. Right? We got no squadron commands for Stormblood at the time. I don't know if they've added those. I haven't bothered with it since a long time. Shadowbringers is understandable that there wouldn't be any squadron stuff for, because we're off-world. Endwalker, I could see them come back for. Squadron? Your squadron then had... Squadron monster. Independent. That's the stance they're in. The independent. This. Right? -4 there. Offensive plus 12%. Defensive. Best one to put in the tank for. More hit points, less damage received. Balanced. More hit points, more. Yeah. So you set your DPS to offensive. You set your tank to here. Set your healer there. Something like that. Or more here. You get 5 points in it. Yeah, and you have to drive them through that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. You take them out and train them up. I haven't been doing that for a long time because, you know, we had duty support come in for 70. All right. Yep. Then we had the... Did we? No, we didn't. But so from 60 to 70, the squadron wasn't useful. There was new content and everyone was doing it, so it wasn't it. Yep. And then this. But he can't do anything else with the squadron. It would be very nice. So it would be? It would be. Also used to have belts. Yeah, belts were like a piece of armor that didn't display. But it was stats. And then they just blended their stats into the chest piece. And got rid of belts. Meant you didn't have to waste as much time gathering them. Best way to put it. Oh, fair enough. I don't think I'm gonna get that. You don't? No. So, frontline then. When in doubt, go to war. Bunch of crystals next. Am I grind trust in squadrons? In the off points? Maybe. Got fates to grind too still. You do? I do. Right. I've only completed here for these areas. I still have Roulettes and Kamatsu to basically grind out there, and then plenty of fates to grind there, and plenty of fates to grind. I'll probably finish grinding that, grind here, and then come back to this one. Because you've already got some that are almost done. Exactly. Then I can go and buy all the cards that I'm missing. Oh, fair enough. Where did I stash? Oh, it's right here. Right. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah. It's need it for providing that for the ships. Ship parts? Ship parts. No, you got a big stack of it, did you? I did. Like, do you wish to swap to the hotbar? No. No, I do not. You do like fighting. I do like this map. This combat style. Because it's more aggressive. Take a point, escape, just like the other one. Yeah. Those two, that one and this one, which are both fairly new, you have a fondness for because they're more of a case of fluid fighting. Hit the target, knock it out, keep it. One with the pillars you have to capture and hold. Yeah, it always feels like this because you gotta defend them too. So you get pinched a little too much in my goal. Yep. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3 there. That exchange was funny. Geez, team focused too much on point A to not worry about point B, huh? That's the problem. Red's gonna be in trouble if they don't push up and go for here. Yeah, I thought that was the end of that. Already got what they're looking for. That's twice they've stolen that one. Center fight's still going. No one's captured that whole center fight. Blue's got to start pushing up on red a bit. I mean, they've kicked our crap in twice there. They can't let them take these, or blue can't let them take those any further. I didn't want that stolen. Blue's got to stop red here. Go. Nice. Push in on blue. Why not? They need to push red if they want a chance to win. Technically, they can come at us, but... That was enough of a push. You do? I do. We're a little scattered. We're hurting up. Pushing on red hard. Good. Good. I like how our people are falling back for that. See if we can ninja this point before anyone knows what's going on. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I think blue's focusing way too much on us. They're gonna lose to red. If we just hold them this, it's like, don't focus purely on us, blue. Yeah, all blue's done is basically handed to red. Thank you. Wheel back. Yep. Is everyone jumping on us? I fully agree. They should have pumped us. Blue was too focused on us, is what I'm saying. Okay, so Blue wasn't leaving a vanguard in the back to keep points while they were holding us where they were. They just all showed up. That's not good, because that doesn't give you anything. It leaves you in the backside. Huh. You don't disagree with it, though? No, I don't. Right? I'm used to it. Like I said, used to play the, what was it, Banu on plant side, too? Specifically because they were the least played group on any of the servers. It was always either Confederation or the Terrans were the number one. So you played the least played because they are the ones who would be the best at close combat. Really? Yep. That's what I want. A lot. Eh. Depends on how much you're burning through. It's another case of not burning through it very quickly. No, small guild, don't burn through it very fast, but don't make very much. Vice versa, right? Oh, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Permanence is a great way to get people to come in and stay. Better than a daily login bonus? Absolutely. Take a game like Rust, Dust, or any sort of survival game of Civil. You should be able to sneak across back to Limsa. Right? Just pick any of them. It's okay. Right? You get access to a whole pile of servers. But where you get sort of a squad, or a group that's working together, you tend to play more on those servers than the others, number one. Two, if you get a base of operations going on one of them, then you're more likely to play on that one too. Yeah, no, I'm not. Keeping those though. Oh, straight in. Whee! First one definitely woke everyone up. I was like, no, it's here. Phoenix Pinion, Jesse Seeker. Party chat's available. Say good evening to everybody. It is a vibrant orange, I will give it that. And Camille, who's not going to say anything. Ooh, what do you have? Nothing overly good. And you're starting off as East. You could have thrown the West Wind. Been fine. True. Go for Tanyo. Yeah, no. would not be a silly thing to do. Now do 3, 4, 5. They give you the 2. You know they're going to. They're like, I can feel the pain there. That's 3 pairs. That would have been 4 if I hadn't thrown it, but I didn't know. Hard to see what's coming. That would have been all my pairs. Never mind. Try for all pawn? No. Keep with Tanyo. Keep with Tanyo. That I will pawn.
Tread cautiously now.
That advanced them pretty good. I'm not going to get hurt by them. Think you will? I think I actually am going to get hurt by them. I can throw the 5 without getting smacked. And I keep the 3, 4, 5, and I still have that there. It's over here. If I can it, I give them a bonus. They've also reached, so I really don't want to do that. Okay, that was okay. That's the door. I really don't want to throw that. Rather go Tenpai, Naughton. Rather go Naughton. 4, 3, 2, 1. One's thrown the 4. I just threw 5. Not in any way. Not in any way? Not in any way. What did you need? 2, 3, that was a danger tile. 6, 7, 8, they were out waiting for the door. I was not about to throw the door, so I'll pay the 1,500. Okay, throw that, throw this. Yeah. Go for pawn, pawn, chi. Pawn, pawn, chi, pawn. Okay. You're doing a half flush of something. Oh, this could just be evil. Got 5s as well. Don't throw that till the east's broken. If you can help it. I can throw these two. West is pretty much broken. Shame. Then go 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. I got 3, 4, 5. I get another 5. I throw the 3. We go out on this. Okay, they're just going all pawn. Hit. Nope. Can't go all pawn on that. The only way out is all pawn. You've thrown that, so I know I'm safe there. And suspecting you're waiting for east wind, which means I've got you.
Smallsies, I suppose.
That's a Tanyo hand. It's 1,000 points. 2,000 points. Nice. That puts me in last place. No! And only 2 hands left. Ah. Terrible. What do you have? You got 3, 4, pair of 5s. 6. Okay, so that's very good that way. 7, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. 9. Five, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. It's 4, 5, 6 for the record. Right, so I need technically a 6 over here. Dragons are norths. I need 7, 8, 9. Gonna do that. You get the 9. You at least have a Pinfu hand. Yeah, because you got a pair, got a run, got another run. If you get this tile or that tile to complete, so a 6 or 9 or an 8. Yeah. Okay. Stone green dragon. You've got terminal and a pawn, a chi and a pawn, but it has a terminal in it, so it's not a Tanyo style hand. It's not just open melds. They have to have a wind or a dragon. They've thrown their own wind. White and green or green dragons out, so this one they have to have. They have to have it. They have to have it. Nice. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So you're either waiting for dragon, in which case you biff one of these. And 2, 3, or 6. 6 would be good. Maybe. Nope. I know what he needs. I'm not going to throw that. That's just asking for trouble unless I absolutely have to. Yeah. I have the 4. I can throw the 4. It doesn't hurt me. No, that's complete. You've thrown 7, so I know that was safe. Your throws say it's purely this. We're getting down in tile, so you got to be getting pretty close.
Unfortunate, but such is life.
Nothing I can do about a sumo.
We shall make up for the ground we lost, yes?
Hopefully. They are 8,000. Still well within range of a slap. Okay, if I can get a second white dragon, that'd be nice. I'll take double souths. Dora. So I get 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 8. Fifth this, wait on the 4. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Could have thrown this. I could have. I'm more likely to throw that and go out on Dora. Oh, they gotta be feeling sick for a moment. It's like, no! What if you get the other white dragon?
Tread cautiously now.
I don't want to throw that. I'm gonna throw this. How many easts are down? 1 east. Three or 6 I get to go out on. Nothing I can do. I'm in last place anyway. It's not going to hurt me. I can play as risky as I want. Gotcha.
Victory is at hand, is it not?
Dragon Dora. Ha ha ha.
You put forth your best effort.
Plus, I'll
Well
take
done.
your Ricci. Yay! It's like, oh, it's just a filthy little derp hand. It looks so dangerous. It wasn't that dangerous. It's just like, that is just the realization that the hand wasn't that dangerous. That brings the game back into a tight focus again. Nice. I get my wind as well. Perfect. And I've got 3 pawn right off the bat. I like it. Plus an easy cheat, not an easy cheat. Nice. I like that better than trying to get the 7. One, 2, 3, 4. Pick anything to go out on the door. Damn it. Realization, this guy could be using anything. Anything could be it. Out on a 4 or 7. Like, uh-oh. All pawn? No, he's got dragons. He doesn't care.
Precisely what we needed. You put forth your best effort. Well done.
Stolen.
A refreshing diversion, made all the more enjoyable by your victory.
You were just given that for a hand at the end. I really was. It was a case of, ooh, look what I was given. Mission. Continue the mission, continue the mission. What are you up to? I'm up to going right back to home. You're like way out here. I know. Nice coat. Do you actually ever find this dyed disc? Yellow? Yellow's not a hard color to find a dye. In real life. Blue's a pain in the ass. Edible blue's even more pain in the ass. Cool, okay. Just making sure. Alright, so I can make credits by just basically turning in all. I know I was always worried about that one. Sure? I know deliveries are deliveries, but I wasn't sure if that was actually able to fund as well. And it can, so I'm like, sweet. Like, because you look it up, it's like, does this count? No info. And fly by. Play again? Nah. Chokibos. For at least 10 minutes? It's not bad. It's like 4 or 5 races. Maybe. How close are we to another complete? 3 off the mark. I could go and play cards. Because I could go to the battle hall and play cards there. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can then make another 10,000. Seems better. That's Teo! Where are you? What am I doing? My finger's on the wrong keys. No! Last place because you... Here, let's bag it then. Teo's out in front. Haha. Already down 40%. can never jump those. Oh, how did I get it at the end? No, I didn't. Oh, that is so heart-achingly close. If I hadn't hit that one thing, I would have been fine. No matter how hard I try to jump those, you can't. 0.06. I knew it was just heartbreakingly close. That's the kind of thing I watch athletes just break down about. It's like, it's filth. Like, that is filth. All right. Go play cards in the hall. 8 minutes of cards in the hall wouldn't be bad. We can play with Nell half full. That sounds like a deal. Go play some cards in there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I can get 4 things done all at once, and that'll give me 3 that I need to get more money. 10,000 bucks. What am I doing? I'm being a dingus. Could have just gone here. Didn't even have to come out here. I could have just gone. All right. What's your challenge? Thing plus. Thing plus. Match. Knew that was going to happen. Did it? I did. I knew there was nothing I could do about it. Nice. Hey, that's a filthy deck. Remarkable how often it works. Right? Does it work all the time? Nah, not all the time. Like I said, though, it is kind of filthy how it works more often. Cards in the hall. Keep playing. Asking for that one. Yes, I was. You knew which ones he had, what she had. Yep, I did. So that one was completely screwy on me. I should have filled the hole. Ba-dum-bum. Surprised they didn't play that there. There it is, 10,000 bucks. Woo! And we did it with a minute to spare. Look at that. Oh, right. Because this is a duty. Shared duty, but still a duty. Let's sell off those cards, first of all. That's why I like playing one person. Because I can get rid of all the cards easy. Same plus is always the deck type that I always like because it's the one that has the most flexible in it. No, that's not the right word. The most dramatic reversals. You'd be like, oh, I'm in the last place. Play the right card. Whole board flips and you're like, ha ha ha. It is mine. And you're like, ha. All right. We're going to run? Yeah, we are. Time to go. It's the end of the show, but it's that way we go. Oh. You have some fun? Absolutely. I got some mathematicals to basically wonder and west. But now that I know I can flip things by that, I'm very happy. I can make tons of money on the side. Yay! Perfect. So I need fuel for the ceruleum, and I was like, I got worried about making sure I can actually get enough gasoline. Make everything work. Now I'm sure. You are sure. So I'm going to run instead. Woo! All right, so coming up Tuesday, we have the timers reset for Final Fantasy XIV, plus the start of the whole everyone go nuts on fates. Yeah. Now, some of those fates are in the new areas. I'll be very happy, because then I can just basically blitz those. If it's some of the areas that I need the fates ground in, I will probably swing over and do some of that stuff. Yay, because with large amounts of fates, hey, that's okay. I don't mind if I don't come in first, but let's look into clean the clock. is my way. So, we'll keep an eye open for it, so it's the bricks of the mountain coming through. Yay! Right, should hit tomorrow on the 7th. 7th of the 7th. Yes. 7/7. Next year, there's going to be someone doing stupid about this time of year. Really? There's always someone that does something dumb when you can go 7/7/2027. Exactly. Right, we know how people think. There's always a dum-dum out there. So, the plan. We'll be back for tomorrow, 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. We'll make sure everything's buttoned down beforehand. That way we don't have to worry about the storm coming in. It's been unsettled weather, what can I say? Alright, but on the Friday, Saturday, as far as I have answers to, we will be back in more Starfield. Plans for trying to grind more levels? Absolutely. Find some more bases and basically depopulate them. Right? Might make a list of where the books are that I need that aren't tied behind quests. Go blasting past. So that's the go. Alright, so with that plan on set, we gotta go. So thank you if you tuned in tonight. If you said you catch us on the replay, hey, thank you. And if you watched us on the YouTube upload, hey, thank you very much. Now I've got to run, so I hope you have plenty of fun, and I'll see you when you tune in next time.